what it is, y'all. Whew, I just got back from somewhere kind of strange. I sure did. I sure did, man. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. Um, listen. Um, you have a lot of people. They bash in the Bible. They bash in the Bible, but I don't think they understand it scientifically. You see, I don't think they understand. I don't think they understand why they up under somebody else. You see, from that big body that they're reading, or that they're trying to read, or they're debunking the book. You see, uh-huh. You see, and then you got some strange people over there that's opening up these doors and things and putting things right in your face, so you don't even know what they're doing. You see, but he's copying. He's copying off of somebody, saying, who does it naturally. You see what I'm saying? Who's opening their minds. You see, and they have to take these things and then create something from it and all that type of shit, and then make the people worship that and shit. But then when the real motherfuckers come down, you see, and try to give this understanding to their people and shit, they get crucified or they die. You see, yeah, something similar to that, but. But I'm just saying, though, it's a wild situation. It's a wild situation. But I just want to share with the peoples that that listen. Anytime when you hearing folk, um, they just keep downplaying things and laughing and making, and when you hear the word, when you hear them, listen, this is a sign. I'm trying to tell you something. This is a sign, and I can't stand it when these smart, intelligent, articulate, knowledgeable beings, when they hear the word Jesus, it just does something to their soul. You see, it does something to their soul instead of learning how and why it does something to their soul, because that power, that same thing, whatever it's doing to their soul, is creating a dome over their whole conscious understanding. You see, it's creating something that's it's like you can't, no matter what you do, you were created to feel the way you feel. That's a hole inside of you where things come in. You see, it's letting you know you got a hole inside of in your aura or your energy field. There's a slit there. You see, that shouldn't be there. You see, and you're just created to regurgitate. You're not created to build or to create. You see, in the spiritual world, saying these things that you can't see, these particles and molecules, these things that you can't see, but for some reason they start multiplying and unifying and gathering, and then all of a sudden you start seeing a insect or some type of parasite or some type of worm or something, and then all of a sudden it start growing into a being, and then that being start growing into a monster, and then that monster start growing into something that's just so goddamn powerful. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't want to grab on to that. You see, you don't want to grab on to this big body. You see, it trips me out when you hear people talking about Jesus. I just, when you say the word Jesus, their stomach cringe. You see, and it cringe. They talk about you talking fantasy shit. You see, because of what they reading in a book. You see, but when the being comes, and he's walking and living right in your midst. You see, all these other type things you can't even see him. You see, you thinking there's something wrong with the being. You talking about how much you love the being. Over here, they talking about it's a fantasy and it's a cartoon and all these other type things, and then you got these beings with the sorcery and these beings with all these other type things and the witches and warlocks and all these other type things, and he's the epitome of all that type shit. You see how you gonna outwit this being? How you gonna outwizard this being? How? Tell me how. Tell me how when you're inside of his gut. How are you going to do it? You're inside of his gut. You're doing what he taught you how to do. You see? You getting twisted on how they took the letters. That hook. That's a hook. It's a fifth. You see? It's a 19. A 1. You see, it's a third. That's you. You see, then there's another one. You got these two bars right there in front of on each side of that 3. You see, sealing you up. You see, and you don't even understand what it means. But when the being comes and talk to you, you want to, something is, you start trying to harm on me and all these other things, talking about things is fake. And you preparing yourself to do exactly what the book said you done to the being. You see, you preparing yourself and you don't even know it. You don't even know that's what you're doing. You see, the world is going to bear witness to you. Crucify your own being, your own self. You see, and then in the other world, your children and shit going to come back slaves up under somebody, you see, because you can't even grab on to yourself. That's Jesus is you. How many times we got to come down and knock this in your head? How come you can't become the being and do everything that the book said it done? You see, you keep talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of gods, thousands and thousands and thousands of these dramatic beings that's giving you water. You see, that's electrifying your streets. You see, that's giving you these eyes and shit to see through. That's telling you every day to get up in this hour so you can make my money. Get up in that hour so you can trade with my money. You see, this is who you worship. These are the gods. These are the elves who you keep lifting up. Why you ignoring that one body, big body called Jesus? You see, that's you. You see, it's amazing. It's amazing. You see how you can just study these clouds and then come down and then look at all these entities and all these seeds that came from these clouds. You see, walking amongst you. And then it just hurts your soul because you know this big body is you. You see, it's you. You know, only thing you're thinking about is how you done fucked up. You see, how you done fucked up again. You keep on fucking up. You see, you keep on fucking up. You keep on coming into a space to where you hating yourself. You just don't want to elevate from the gut to the heaven, you see, or to the head name, or to your mind, nigga. So you can change the thoughts of the inhabitants of your own creation by talking to what's above your head through the breath that you breathe. You see, you can't even join those things together because you're so separated. You see, you're so busy trying to hurt every branch. You hurting your own motherfucking branches on this big ass body, on this tree. You're just trying to rip it up. You're trying to rip them down. Trying to build clubhouses inside this tree of life. You see, You see, you can't read no book. The book is living. The book is walking and talking right now. You see, walking and talking. How come you ain't walking and talking? Where's your fire at? How come you can't develop and grow the people instead of trying to harm them? You see, instead of trying to harm them, doing all this mystical shit, instead of just breathing it and then going to your brother and loving them and seeing what type of infection they have and then wiping that shit up out of them. You see what I'm saying? You see, talking about, nigga, you do it your goddamn self. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm black plasma, goddammit. I'm that white cell. I'm going straight to this motherfucking infection and heal this mother. I say heal, goddammit. You see? I ain't say help. He's up. That's what help means. You see? He's up even though he's up. What you gonna do? How you, if the nigga is, if he's in that big body of help, how come you people can't see the nigga? Because he's carrying Jesus? He's carrying Jesus? That's a shield, nigga. That's a shield. That man came to you so you can get to the other side, nigga. You gotta walk through this motherfucking pit of hell to get to the other side. You gotta walk through that pit of hell to get to the other side. You gotta get inside this big body called Jesus and walk through that motherfucking darkness, nigga. What you scared? You scared of that light, nigga? You scared of that light? You scared of that? You scared of that light, huh? Take the word, son, nigga, and reverse the word and see why they got my ox right there inside of the word, son, nigga. Why you don't want to be balanced, nigga? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What? You just because somebody saying Jesus, he don't supposed to know all these other type things, nigga? Are you out your damn minds? All this shit is him. You see? We cry out loud, nigga. We cry out loud. You see? We show you no transgressions. We bleed in these transgressions. You see? We'll drop right there in front of you, nigga, and see and just capture your feelings, capture your emotions, nigga. We'll die right in front of you, nigga. You see? In the name of your children. In the name of who you love. In the name of who you worship. Nigga. And see what you gonna do, but it don't change nothing because you get right back into that shit to where you separate yourself from the big body. You see, you separate yourself. You see, you can't stand when the Nazarenes come down. You see, why? Because we ghetto-fied. You see, we got a ghetto sense. You see, we ghetto or something, we can't hardly talk. We don't need to talk. Shit, not for real. Shit. Oh, this is amazing, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. People trying to tell you what's going on and all this other type of shit, sometimes you feel, people can't even open up and say, hey, listen. There's a distraction. These motherfuckers giving distractions and telling you to look at them instead of looking at your brothers or your brother that's down here with the shit naturally, nigga. You see, you just ain't put them together because he don't have these words, he don't have these books, he ain't up under nobody, nigga. He comes straight from Mary. That name that you hate. Yeah, you hate her too. You see, you hate your mother. You see? Yeah, he comes straight from that womb, nigga. And you can't stand that type shit. You see, so what? He gotta stand by himself and fight all of you motherfuckers. That's him. He's fighting his own motherfucking self again. He's fighting his own motherfucking self again. Just say, fuck it. And he ain't gonna put himself on no cross no more, nigga. He gonna have to go toe-to-toe with all of themselves. You see, he gotta fight all of you motherfuckers one by one or in groups and shit. He gonna have to box with all you motherfuckers. You see, he gonna have to box with all of you because you're talking about love, but it ain't the type of love that unify. It ain't the type of love that build big bodies. You see, they ain't that type of love. It's some freaky deaky shit. Y'all talking about some freaky deaky lustful shit, nigga. I seen them. I seen myself. You see in all these motherfucking films and shit. You see, I see myself. What? Don't you see me seeing myself, niggas? You see, don't you got me on camera, niggas? What else do you have? Do you have yourself falling? Do you have yourself being burned up? Do you have yourself being stuck somewhere? You see? How come you ain't filming that type of shit? You see, I got it all. You just hate when brothers like me come down. You just hate when you see yourself come down. You can't stand how you look. You can't stand the reflection of yourself. You want somebody to read something to you so it can sound professional, so the motherfucker that's above you will approve it. So he can, he gotta approve it to publish your shit. You see what I said? Fuck him and fuck what you doing. You see? Really though. You see, you love this beast, this monster. You see, you got into my knees. You love him. You see, the only thing we're trying to say, nigga, why you afraid to just come together? I don't give a fuck, nigga, where they from. I don't give a fuck if they can't talk from the lowest of the lowest, nigga. Why you just don't want to use your knowledge? Oh, this way they gotta pay for this shit. Oh, bitch, they gotta pay for it. You charging motherfuckers to grow a leaf on one of your branches, nigga. You charging motherfuckers. Ain't that a bitch? You see? And the water goes down to the roots. You see? The water goes down to the root. You know, that means your branches are phony in a motherfucker. You don't have no sprout cavities on your branches, nigga. Your shit ain't growing no fruits. You see? All your shit is in vain. All of it is in vain. You see? That's why a lot of you motherfuckers be putting all that shit on you, nigga, and you should only have silver and gold on your body in this day and time right now. You see what I'm saying? You are the copper. You are these things. You know what I'm saying? You are the crystals. The only thing you got to do is take care of your body, nigga. You see? Shit. Fuck with the silver. Fuck with the gold. You see what I'm saying? But now you don't want to do that type shit, Yeah, get a little piece of lithium too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all like these eyes and shit, nigga. Yeah, get some of that lithium and shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers talking about all this other type shit. Y'all should have been over there. Y'all should be over there digging for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it, man. Goddamn, man. My motherfucking self is so fucked up. I mean, it's just so fucked up. My mind is so motherfucking fucked up. I gotta do this shit again because you motherfuckers, man. Y'all just so afraid of the mind. Y'all so afraid of the mind when the mind come down to look like you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers want to try to kill the mind. Kill the mind. And this other motherfuckers already shit. The shit that he's feeding him, he's already killing it. And you want to help him and shit. You see? Oh my goodness. And then, the way I'm talking right now, the first thing a person to say, oh, he's a narc. You know what I'm saying? Shit, in the 80s, we used to call narcs to come to get the dope dealers and shit. For now, everybody narcs around us. You know what I'm saying? Shit, when my father was born, was living in this world, you see, in the 50s and 60s and shit, you see, narcs was called uppity motherfucking Negroes. Oh, yeah, you uppity nigga thinking he's something other than what he is. He's trying to be bigger than all this other type of shit. And you using these motherfucking words, nigga, and you looking like the grounds. You looking like the grounds. Every shade of the soil, you looking at the soil, you got a word, you got that poisonous ass word inside of your motherfucking mouth. You see, because somebody said this is what it is, and you want to sound intelligent like these. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all, man? It's a trip, man. It's a trip. It's a trip. Y'all watching these motherfuckers talking about, ooh, they opening up portals and shit. I seen that video and I was like, why every time y'all keep talking about what these these are entertainers. You see? The real motherfuckers got backpacks walking down the street dirty and shit, nigga. Why you can't see these beans? Why you run over them? Why you don't talk to the gods that's living? Why? Why you afraid? You step on them every day. Some of them spent all their life in the military. And the military said, no, nigga, you one of them, and spit them out, nigga. Now they on the corner, nigga, but you ain't even paying attention to what type of mind these niggas have, nigga. You don't even know what type of mind these niggas have. When the government spit these motherfuckers out because they found out who they were for real. You see? Soldiers and shit in the dust. Just laying there. You know? Gold and silver. You know? Spread it out. Raw.